We are here today in Harare to validate our gender monitoring and reporting systems framework. This is part of a project we are undertaking with support from the Africa Development Bank. It's in 4 countries, in Mozambique and Zimbabwe, in Burundi and South Sudan. So part of the reason for this was really to meet the urgent need for timely data to inform planning and monitoring processes. So I think we've done a lot in that sense.
I think we've come a long way. The project started last year, and we did a situation analysis of the status of gender statistics and gender monitoring and reporting in the country. And from the situation analysis, we found some gaps in the production. That is the collection, analysis, and dissemination and use of gender statistics. We also saw some gaps in terms of data for reporting and monitoring. So really, the workshop today was extremely important because learning from the situation analysis and the workshop, which was then held, where all stakeholders came to look at the findings of the situation analysis and validated them. The next step then was to then develop a monitoring and reporting framework to ensure that we meet our obligations as a country to meet the reporting requirements for the various international treaties, conventions, and protocols to which we are a state party. So this has been the main purpose of the workshop today. And I think we have managed to go through that, and maybe my colleague director. Yes.
Yes, thank you. It's Zimbabwe and the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development. We are particularly grateful for the support received from UNECA and also coming from the Africa Development Bank for supporting us under this project, where we are one of the 4 countries benefiting for the capacity development program on strengthening gender monitoring systems and reporting systems in those countries. And we are very glad to be one of the pilot countries, and leveraging on what Mr. Mlambo has said, that we undertook the situational analysis, of course, with the support of UNECA and the development of the gender statistics fact sheet, which indicated the gaps in our statistical systems, our gender monitoring reporting, including in terms of coordination, institutional structures, and so many gaps that were indicated in place. So we are happy where we are now in terms of the chronology of phases, from the presentation and validation of the situational analysis to the stage where we have now responded to some of the actions that were recommended by stakeholders from the validation of the situational analysis report. So I think we are a step in the right direction, where we are already implementing the proposed action plan. But again, we are looking forward to do more in terms of implementing what has been proposed in the action plan, which is kind of providing so many recommendations to strengthen our gender monitoring and reporting systems in Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe if I could add just one thing is to say, I think one issue that has really come out is to see how best, gender can be mainstreamed in national development planning processes. The country is in the process of developing the 2nd National Development Strategy, which will run from 2026 to 2030. And what we have discussed is when we looked back at the last NDS 1, we saw some gender was not quite mainstreamed, especially when it came to the results frameworks.
Yeah.
And really we are looking at making sure that maybe we try to strengthen that part for the NDS2 process.
One thing that also really came out is the fact that these are processes that the monitoring framework that has been developed will be very helpful, will come in handy to ensure that we have the right tools in place and also make sure we do the right capacity building when it comes to influencing the NDP2 process. So I think it's very important. Yeah.